Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raja with student number 731023105, and tonight I wanna explain several topics, which is transfer, interference, fossilization, and so on. So maybe for the first one, I will start with the transfer. So for what I for what I for what I have read, transfer refers to how knowledge of one language affect learning another language. So it's like the process where learners apply rules, sounds, or structures from their first language, or we can say L1, when using or learning a second language, or L2. So Brown in the PDF explained that this can be positive or negative depending on whether it helps or hinders communication. So when L1 and L2 share similar forms or rules, the learner can benefit. This is positive transfer. And when L1 rules are incorrectly applied to L2, it causes errors. So this is negative transfer, also called interference. So maybe for the next I will move to the positive transfer. So uh, when features of the first language help the learner because they are similar to the second language. So maybe for example, Spanish and Italian both use similar verb endings. So a Spanish speaker might easily learn Italian verbs. So for the next is negative transfer. Uh, Negative transfer is like when the rules or habits of the first language cause errors in the second language. Maybe, for example, a Japanese learner of English might omit plural s because Japanese nouns don't change form for number. And next, maybe I will talk about the fossilization. So, uh, for 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 my for my understanding, fossilization means that a learner's incorrect language forms become fixed and difficult to change, even after long exposure or instruction. So, uh, fossilization is the relatively permanent incorporation of incorrect linguistic forms into a learner's interlanguage, and it occurs when errors become stable and resist correction or improvement. Maybe, for example, a long-term English learner might permanently say he go to school instead of he goes to school. Maybe for the next material is global or local. So Brown distinguishes between global and local errors in discussion of fossilization and error analysis. Maybe for the first one is global error. So uh, this affect the overall meaning or communication, making the message hard to understand. Maybe for example is she very I'm sorry, let me repeat. For example, she hungry very is. So this sentence disrupt sentence structure. Uh, and the next I will talk about the local error. So this affect only one part of the sentence and don't stop understanding. Maybe for example, he go to school. So this sentence is understandable but grammatically wrong. So fossilized errors can be global or local, but most commonly, fossilization refers to recurring local grammatical or pronunciation errors that become stable. And maybe for the last material, I will talk about a product of a process. So Yes, we can say that. I can say that yes, fossilization is a product of the process of language learning. So the process involve interlanguage development, where learners constantly test and revise hypotheses about the target language. So when this process stops changing, that is, when progress stops and error stabilize, the product is fossilization. So, fossilization represents a final state of interlanguage that is no longer developing toward native-like competence. Yeah, I think that's all for my understanding about the material. Maybe I will close my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.